Dustin's super excited. You don't know, but Dustin is super excited.
I'm super excited.
Yeah. So, guys, we are live and in living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where we interview special guests each and every week from different walks of life in the reselling world. Here we'll discuss the highs and lows in reselling and dive into great conversation. We're positive that you're going to hear something that will help you become a better reseller. I am your host, Ray, and I am joined with my co-host, Dustin.
What's up, everybody?
And we are joined today with none other than one of my favorite resellers, Kristin, a rural squirrel. How are you, Miss Kristin?
Thank you so much for having me on here. I'm super excited about this. So I really appreciate it.
Oh, for sure. Well, we wanted to have you on for such a long time. You know, we have people like planned out like 2 months in advance. That's my thought process. You know, my aunt, like we were discussing a little earlier, like the organization. Like, I'm not just gonna text people like the day before and be like, "Hey, you want to come on the podcast or whatever?"
That's okay too. So, I'll be ready.
I can't do that. Do that. It stresses me out, like when people do that to me. So I can't do that.
I've seen Ray's calendar
mapped out, organized lists. I do like it to be planned. That's just me, but I'm ready for spontaneous tests anytime. You know, let's go party.
Nice. I like it. Well, if we ever have a cancellation, we will for sure have you back on.
Definitely call me.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So, Kristin, real quick, for the people that may not know you, a rural squirrel. Mm-hmm. Where did that come from? What is that? What's going on there?
I know, right? Isn't it fun to say though?
it's sometimes it's hard for me to say.
Yeah, no, I get it. Sometimes it's hard for me to say, but I've kind of had that name in my back pocket for a little while because I like it that it's fun, but you also kind of don't know what it is. So you want to know more. It's could be anywhere because I travel a lot. So it doesn't nail me down to one place. And I could be a hair salon. I could be a barbecue joint. I could be a thrift shop. You don't know. And I kind of like that about all of that. It's a little ambiguous. I could be a boy. I could be a girl. I could be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ambiguous. Okay.
But more than anything, it's just fun to say.
Yeah. A rural squirrel. Can you say that, Dustin?
I ain't gonna even attempt.
A rural squirrel. I like it. It's very like, if you don't say it, I wonder what like how would your grandma say it, Dustin? The real country.
Oh, I couldn't even.
Nana. How would Nana say it?
They had like 3 R's in there.
Yeah.
They're like rural.
Some people do say it like that. Rural.
Rural. That's awesome. So let's say hi to the people in the chat, because the chat it's buzzing. It's going. It's getting together. What's that, D?
They've been waiting all day.
I know. And my apologies. We were a little late. You know, we got to talking and we lost a little bit of track of time. But guys, and one thing, if you are not following Kristin, a rural squirrel, make sure to follow her. All the links are down in the description. Her link tree is in there. Follow her on Instagram. Follow her on YouTube. She's got these. We'll get into these thrift challenges that Kristin likes to do.
Thank you.
So let's say hi to New England Betty Bop. Good to see you. We have Mikey, Bags of Money. Mikey, we were just watching
about you.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah.
Mikey says, I just hit the sub button to get the party started. Let's go. Woo! I like that. That's Unique Tennessee. One of the friends of the channel says, hi, driving at the moment, but I'll be listening. Thank you so much for coming on. And we have Danny May Adventures.
Hey.
She has somebody that she knows that has contacted us, and they're actually coming on next week.
Oh, neat. Okay, cool.
So it's a very special guest. It's one of Danny's people. So nice. We'll get into that. So what's going on in here? How are we all fabulous as usual? So, and we have Flip the World. What's going on? Good to see you, Chris.
Fangirl.
I know he's awesome. We had him on also, so guys, go back and listen to that. It's great stuff here.
We have hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain Treasures says hello, Kristin, and we have Adam says hello, Adam, Dustin, and Friston. I'm sure it's Kristin. A little typo, but that's okay. You know, Emily Cunningham.
That's my sweetie. That's my girl. Yep.
One of your daughters?
Yeah, like literally my girl. Yes.
One of your we have Kristin's offspring on here. We're doing good, you know. So let's see here. If I miss anybody, we have Marie, one of the OGs, says Ray, Kristin, and Dustin. Good to see you. And let's see if we have Chris. Chris, you won the
oh my gosh, yes.
Your
birthday wishes.
Your birthday wish video was amazing.
Yeah, that was great.
It was great. It was great for sure. I am the one of Danny's people. Hey y'all, that's funny. Oh, you're Chris, you know we've been trying to get you on the pod. So whenever you're ready, come on.
You're everybody's people.
Chris is everybody's people. I like
He's
it.
Awesome. I've seen quite a few of his videos. His plush is amazing that he picks up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you know we got to say hi to our girl Jennifer Hayes. Good to see you, Jennifer.
Love her.
Yes, Jennifer is everyone's MVP, and Bama picking and grinning. John is jumping on. Good to see you. And then everyone's jumping on. Everyone's coming out of the woodwork. Kristin, you know, we have your other offspring coming in saying hi. You know, we have a family reunion. So, Kristin.
I'm really lucky. They're all super supportive of everything. So
that's amazing. And you have 4 girls, right?
Yeah.
4 girls and 5 grandchildren.
5 grandbabies.
That's amazing. That's blessed.
Very
blessed
lucky.
for sure. We have Alan jumping on, and we have Grammy, Sally.
That's my mom.
Oh my god.
It is a family reunion.
It is a family. You know, when you go to the family reunions and everyone has like the custom t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, Rural Squirrel family reunion.
Yeah, that's my Squirrel Squad.
Fun Squad?
My Squirrel Squad.
Squirrel Squad. I like that. Hey, I want to be part of the Squirrel Squad.
You totally are.
Okay. Nice. So, Kristin, for the people that may not know you Rural Squirrel, you say you're traveling, you're moving around, tell us a little bit about that. RV?
Yeah, we have a little travel trailer camper. It's a little Oliver travel trailer. So we pull it and go lots of different places. So, I mean, like last week I was in Arizona and Utah. So, you know, just life's too short. You got to go see. You got to go find out what's out there and explore stuff. So while we're out, we probably are going to hit some thrift shops. So that's our plan. And hopefully this year I can incorporate that a little bit more into some of the videos rather than just being like all about the bins, because I really do like the bins. We are probably going to show you some of the places that we go in this time.
Oh, that would be more like a vlog style.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, you know, Rural Squirrel and Mr. Squirrel, they're eating. They're going, you know,
because you never know where we're going to be.
That's right. I love it. And we have Drake, Country Picker. Good to see you, Drake.
Hey, Jimmy.
Glad that you can jump on. And we have Terry Loving says, I'm here too.
That's my dad.
Oh,
you know what though? He has been a picker and you know, all my life. He does the same thing. He's on eBay, been on eBay forever. I learned a lot of stuff from them.
So remind me of that, Dustin, because we're going to talk about that later. That's a good topic right there. But thank you so much for everyone jumping on. Again, if you haven't already followed us and subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe to the Nashville Flippers. And if you want to listen to this while you're working out, while you're picking, while you're in the bins, make sure you subscribe to the podcast This Week in Reselling, you know.
Yes, sir.
And leave a 5-star review and a written review. Once we get more reviews out there, we'll make sure to read those aloud on the podcast. So, Kristin.
Yes.
You know about our show. You're moving around in your little trailer.
Yeah.
So when you're going from state to state, city to city, like your husband is with you, like what is that? So is he very supportive of what Kristin the Rural Squirrel does? Or like, is he like, oh, I don't want to, you need to get rid of all your junk.
Oh,
you know, Mr. Krabs.
We need to get rid of all our junk. But I mean, that's the goal when you're a reseller, right? Is to get rid of the junk. So I do try to keep mine tidy and in a spot, and it has a place. And when we are out and going, our thrifting is like an afterthought, sort of, not necessarily an afterthought. I mean, it isn't the main goal than when we go somewhere. So when we go, we want to see everything that there is to see. It, like we were in Phoenix, we want to see the cactus and we want to see, family while we're there and do all the things. But I'm going to hit the bins while we're there. And he won't go with me. That's, but he doesn't mind at all that I find great things. And like today, we were cleaning up the camper and getting everything, put back together after the weekend. And while we were there, I sold a pair of boots and for $75 and another pair of shoes for $60. So he gets excited that we're out there doing things that we want to do, but still making money at the same time. So yeah, he's supportive. But this isn't his shtick. He doesn't really do the thrifting thing so much. I'm sure that my kids in the chat are like, "What? Of course not."
And the stuff that you find, do you have in the camper? Do you have like a designated spot? Like, are you listing on the go? Are you putting stuff up to you get to your home base, the back cave, the
back
portraits of solitude, whatever you call it? Like, do you wait till you get back and start listing there, or how does that go?
Well, so I took an IKEA bag with me when I'm this time so that I can make sure that whenever I'm bringing stuff home, I have room for it. Definitely. And I do the research for it. And I did a haul video while I was out boondocking in the Badlands or Canyonlands this time. So that was kind of fun. But, and I did edit a video and do some stuff while we were out, but mostly it's, I'll come home and like this week, I'll just put my nose down and get my work done and get my stuff listed and get to the bins and, get work done during the week, just like a normal everyday 9-to-5 job.
Okay. No, that's, oh man. And your husband, I know you do this full time, correct?
Yeah, but I recognize
full time, part time, like you like to call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very blessed that my full time is probably less than some people's part time, and I recognize that. But I do it all day.
Yeah, exactly. And your husband, is he is he working currently, or is he?
Yeah, he's worked really hard all his life, and he's done a great job making sure that we're all taken care of, me and the kids, and he's ready to be done and just travel all the time. And then we'll be like full-time travelers and thrifters. And
oh man, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
It'll be fun.
That is cool. Dustin's always, he's like, we need to get an RV, or we need to get a big house so we can all live together, or buy homes in the same cul-de-sac. He's all about, like getting everyone together and family having a good time.
A big compound.
Mm-hmm. We have Douglas. He says, what's that, Dustin?
No, we could build a big natural flippers warehouse in the backyard.
Oh yeah, that's goals for sure. Douglas says, just stopped in to share a little love and hit the like button. I will talk to y'all later. Thank you so much, Douglas. We have Danny May says, Kristin, who are those sexy ladies behind you?
These are my coworkers. Yeah, these are, I don't have like that awesome setup that you guys do. So this is my shipping station and these are my coworkers, and
I love it. What do we have? What are these coworkers wearing? I know the Oscars are going on right now, so we're asking your coworkers, what are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
These are vintage. These were my grandma's.
Those
were hers. So I just think they're super pretty, and this is where they normally reside. I want them to be out. So when they're not working, they're showing off my grandma's heirlooms.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Mikey Bags of Money says, first time hanging on with the Nashville Flippers. Major Squirrel fanboy here. Hey, there you go.
He's fun.
He's part of the Squirrel Squad. I think we're all part of the Squirrel Squad at this point. So Cha-Ching King says, I'm here because Kristin is here. Look at all the love.
Thank you so much. He's also, I don't know if you've ever seen his videos.
Yes, they're awesome. They are good. They are very good. One of my favorites for sure.
Yeah,
gorgeous jewelry. It is very, very nice. So Kristin, so we're going to get into our first segment of the show, Overrated, Underrated, where we ask you about 10 subjects.
Okay.
5 reselling related, 5 not reselling related, and you let us know in your opinion, Kristin, not Dustin's opinion, not your daughter's opinion, not David down the street's opinion, what Kristin's opinion is about these subjects. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So before we do, Kristin, we do want to give a shout out to the sponsor of the show, poppingofftoys.com, one of the leading providers of Funko Pops. If you use the code Nashville Flippers when you order these Funko Pops, you will receive 10% off your entire order. Do you collect anything like this, Kristin? Are you aware of these Funko Pops at all?
I knew that the Funko Pops were a thing, and I have sold them before. I think I had drag queens that I sold.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were discontinued, and I found them one place. Anyway, and then I have, one of the grandbabies has Mr. Rogers. Oh, and I do have the Elf on a Shelf.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah, we actually used him as an elf. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want to order any Funko Pops, personal use, reselling use, go to poppingofftoys.com and use the code Nashville Flippers and you'll receive 10% off. So, all right. So
that's super cool.
Cajun has a question, Kristin, so we'll get into this before we get into the the questions. Question for Squirrel expert: why do squirrels always try to run in front of my car when I'm trying to get to the garage sale?
You know, the squirrels want to get there first.
Oh, I like that answer. I like
little competitive.
All right. So, Kristin, overrated, underrated, number one, the Goodwill bins, my friend.
Underrated. There's so many good bargains there, and I can't stand to see some of that stuff go to the landfill because a lot of that's what's going to happen to it when it leaves there. It's underrated. Anybody that tells you that that's the honey hole and that there's too many resellers there is wrong. If you look, there is so much stuff, and there is enough stuff out there for everybody. It's underrated, and everybody should. I know that they can be intimidating for some people, but there's just so much stuff.
Nice. I love that. I love that answer. Cajun also says bins are so underrated, except Nashville ones. Way too many people. We do have a lot of people. And
I've been to the Nashville bins.
What did you think about the Nashville? Which one did you go to?
I was at the one that you and Commonwealth were at.
Okay, the Berry Hill one.
Yeah.
That one's apparently we can't film there, and I got in trouble for it. So
they didn't yell at me when I was there filming, and I got footage there. I have a video that's on my channel, but it was busy-ish, but it wasn't terrible, and I got a few good things. But I mean, I'm having fun every time I go, so I'm probably a bad judge because I think they're all great.
Nice. We have Mile High Hustlers stopping in. Good to see you, Mile High. We have E-Bliss Reseller says, hi, everyone. Kristin gave me a whopper at the Denver Bins Thrift Challenge.
Yep.
She finds gem. I still need to see that video. I didn't see it. So
yeah, the E-Bliss is amazing. So, and they've got a super great business plan there. So I mean,
I did see that video where he has the warehouse where resellers send their stuff to them. Once it sells, they send it off.
That's right. So in just like Amazon does for other resellers, they do it for eBay and Poshmark. And I have a link in my link tree that you can get 20% off your first month.
There you go.
But it's
in the link tree.
Yeah, they're amazing people.
Nice. I did see that video. So good. All right. So overrated, underrated, number two, Kristin.
Number two. Before I get to number two, who would win in a battle? The Squirrel Squad or the Squirtle Squad?
You know what that is.
The Squirtle Squad. The Pokemon Squirtle.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then obviously it would be a Squirrel Squad. Because I don't know what's going on.
I just saw that episode the other day, so I had to bring it up.
No, that's awesome because and I learn so much whenever I watch your channel because I don't know what some of that stuff is.
I need to ask you once we leave. It's like one of the things that we can start. You know, I always like to ask people what are something that we can do better to educate people that may not know. So
No, I just, every time you put something out, I'm like, I didn't even know what that was. What is that? Why are who picks that up? Well, now I know.
Yeah. Crazy.
Tons. So good for you.
Number 2, overrated, underrated, raccoons.
Probably overrated because they're they're good scavengers. I do think that's good. I don't know. Still overrated.
Okay. All right. Well, who would win in a fight? Raccoons or squirrels? I've seen some thick squirrels out there, so I don't know.
I'd say probably raccoons. They're bigger.
Okay. They're more aggressive.
Yeah, they a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. So overrated, underrated. Number 3, buying storage units, Kristin.
Oh, I think that I wish I could do that more. So I think they're underrated. Right? Yeah. Underrated.
Think so?
I think,
Do you have any experience purchasing storage units at auctions or anything like that?
No. Funny story though. My folks used to own storage units. So so I've been on the other end of it, helping them get things liquidated. So
interesting. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I think it's great that people can do that. And I love watching like Storage Wars and stuff. And I think Bama picked one up not so long ago.
Yeah.
No, I think it's super cool.
Okay.
We need to do that.
We do need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We do need that. They are trash pandas, the raccoons. Who is that baseball team, Dustin? Is it the Montgomery or the Huntsville Trash Pandas?
Probably.
It's like a AAA baseball team.
That sounds good, right?
I don't know.
Chris Cajun probably knows. So raccoons are fierce.
Yeah.
So here we go. Cha-Ching King says, I bought some units. My last video was a storage unit. Interesting. I don't think I've seen this one, so I definitely need to go back and see that for sure.
Yeah. So, no, I think I saw that, and I knew that he was good for them. I think that there's some amazing stuff in there. So I just haven't. I
love it. Yeah, we need to look into that, Dustin. That might be an adventure that we can get into.
Maybe sometime this summer. We'll see.
Yeah. We got a lot. Put that on the list, man.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list for sure. All right. Number 4.
Number 4, overrated, underrated, Mariah Carey.
Overrated.
You don't like Mariah Carey?
Uh-oh.
That's a hot take.
Mm-hmm, I like her. I do. She's just overrated.
Why do you think she's overrated?
Oh, Christmas time. Not that I'm saying that I don't like that song and that you shouldn't have it during Christmas, but enough already.
So is it just let's take out the Christmas song away. Like if the Christmas song never existed, is she underrated or overrated?
Overrated.
Can you name another Mariah Carey song?
Yeah, the one where she it's the Jackson 5 knockoff that she did.
Jackson 5 knockoff.
Yeah, she did the Jackson 5 knockoff, and she did Michael Jackson's place, and maybe it's because I just really liked Michael Jackson whenever I was little. So I'm sure I'm going to be making a lot of friends with that, but she's okay.
She's okay.
Yeah.
Too much of a diva for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm.
Okay, it's a hot take. Dustin, what do you think about Mariah Carey?
I mean, ever since that New Year's Eve mess up.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
She's not the same.
She's not the same. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mariah.
How do you feel about her, Ray?
I love Mariah Carey.
I was picking that up a little bit, but
I like Mariah Carey. Titanic song, that's Celine Dion.
Yeah. I like her.
So you like Celine Dion more than Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey is talented and has an exceptional voice. I do not. But I just think that I like Celine Dion better.
Can you name another Celine Dion song besides the obvious?
Name any songs.
Huh?
I can't name any songs for either one of them. But if you play it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that one.
Okay. I mean, Mariah's got some hits though.
Yeah, she is super cool, but I mean, she's just not on my playlist. That's all.
Okay, I got you. Fantasy, One Sweet Day.
Oh yeah, those are both really good songs.
I hear some facetiousness in that
What's the
sentence.
next question?
All right, storage units underrated. We got one. It was free. One, if we cleaned it out because no one wanted it, we made over $400 in pure profits.
Wow,
including signed jerseys. So
that's good.
That's awesome. E-Bliss is saying, do you guys go to the Nashville flea market? I believe it's at the fairgrounds. Want to go there one? We do.
Overwhelming.
It's overwhelming and it's overrated.
It's overpriced.
Because it's overpriced because they have it once every month and it's not like you're getting deals. It's like realtors, people that decorate houses, like that's where they go and get their stuff.
Yeah.
So it's very uppity, bougie.
A lot of vintage stores there.
Yeah.
Clothes and stuff. Overpriced.
You're not going to get a deal there.
I see.
So
still would like to go.
Yeah. It's awesome. It is awesome.
Denver has a flea market and I've been once or maybe twice, but I don't think they have it. Do they have it every weekend? E-Bliss probably knows. Dave, do they have the Mile High flea market every week? That would be fun to go. Maybe we should go do that. Come on out. Let's go do that.
Let's go. Let's do it. I'll do it. Let's go. All right. Next up, number 5, reselling cookware. Overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
What's your experience in selling cookware?
So
pots, pans, dishes.
Le Creuset, I've sold that. Le Creuset, whatever you want. I've sold that. And it's kind of heavy whenever I pick it up at the bins, but it's worth it. And Revereware, I have sold that a couple of different times. Somebody gave me a set for free and I drug my feet on it. I didn't do anything with it. And then COVID. So I'll go through the stuff in my garage, reminded me I had it, sold it right away and for good money. So I think it's kind of underrated. And my family that does a lot of thrifting, they sell club aluminum. But if you go to the bins with my aunt, she has a screwdriver that she carries with her, and she just takes the knobs and the handles off and sells them separately. She parts it out. When in doubt.
Like on the pots and pans?
Yeah. She sells the handles and the knobs for as much as the pans. So the shipping is not nearly as bad for just the handles and the knobs. And it's the same money.
Interesting. For like Revereware.
Just a club aluminum is what she's
club
been doing.
aluminum? Okay. That's interesting. What do you think about that, Dustin?
Might need to look into that.
Yeah.
Is it overrated or underrated?
It's
underrated. Probably underrated. I'm thinking now.
Right?
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Who I want to know the person that's going on eBay and they're like, you know what? My knob is wore out. I need to get a new knob.
Right? But I think that with everything, whenever Kevin says, hey, just when in doubt, part it out. I'm like, who would buy just that? But they do, you know, you want what you want, I guess.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. What are the 3 cookware brands that right off the top of your head, it's like, this is the cookware brands that you need to look out for?
Oh, Le Creuset, Revereware, and some of the club, like the vintage ones that are like the turquoise and the bright yellow, I think those do really well. But those are usually the only ones that I pick up.
Nice.
I don't do like Rachel Ray or Pioneer Woman. I don't do those.
Yeah.
Some people
what's the butter lady? What's her name, Dustin?
Pauladine.
Oh,
yes, yeah.
I'm sorry, Pauladine, y'all.
Pauladine. She has a restaurant here in Nashville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where
I don't know. But butter.
Yeah, it's next to the mall, like the big Nashville mall. It's called like Opry Mills next to Opryland.
I've been there. Yeah, I've been there.
So
it's called a tub of butter and more.
No, what is it called? Like Paula Dean's Family Restaurant or something? I don't know. So yeah, Here we go. New England Betty Boot says, "Hit the thumbs up, everybody." Good that you dropped that. Thank you so much. We have Bless is saying, "Oh, good to know. I prefer more of a swap meet type of flea market where they just dump stuff on the ground. Yes, Denver every weekend. Let's
good.
go."
I knew he'd
something
know.
like that.
Yeah. See, I want, like Dustin was saying, I want to go to a flea market where the person that you're buying stuff doesn't know English. They could be selling like chicks off in the corner, like chickens. You could get like a weird gyro off in the corner or euro. Like those are the flea markets.
Yeah, there's one in Florida that's like that, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with him though. I want to like throw out everything out on the ground, and you're just loving it.
I love it. Jinx says Luby's cookbook is over 50. Luby's like the restaurant Luby's. Do you guys have a Luby's over there? No,
I don't know what that is.
Do you know Luby's, right, Dustin?
No.
What? I guess it might be like a Luby's. It's like a cafeteria style restaurant,
like an MCL.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
MCL. So like you go in and it's like cafeteria style and you pick out what you want and then they you go down the line.
Like a la carte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I know what
do they have beef dippers?
What's that, Dustin?
Do they have beef dippers?
Beef dippers? Oh, you know they got beef dippers.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a beef dipper is?
Must have been on here.
It's a fried beef stick.
Like battered and fried?
Yeah. Like a fish stick, but beef.
So it's a chicken fried steak stick.
Yes.
Okay.
So like if you're on the go,
you
just need some fried beef.
It sounds kind of like gas station food. No. Okay.
It's kind of like it.
Our lunch food was so gas station food back in the day.
Yeah, but gas station food here in Tennessee, man, some of it's pretty good.
Getting good.
I'll tell you this, Kristin. My first job, I worked at a convenience store where I would have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and go and cook biscuits every morning. And I would make the biscuits by hand. And every day I would sell out a sausage and biscuit. I would make sausage and biscuit, country ham, chicken biscuit, and
do you make biscuits now?
No, I haven't made a biscuit since.
Buttermilk biscuits?
What's that?
Buttermilk biscuits?
Buttermilk biscuits, yes, ma'am.
Hey, you forgot the best part. Every Friday was catfish day.
Catfish day, and I would make catfish on Friday. So that was me, man. Waking up,
awesome.
crusty-eyed, 19-year-old, going in making biscuits in the morning.
Oh man, no, thank you. So, I'm grateful that you did though, because I bet they were good.
They were good.
They were good. I've had them.
Yeah, all the construction workers love my biscuits. That sounded weird. Anyways, let's move on.
You're gonna love my biscuits.
Yeah, we have Matt Thrifter Sifter, a friend of the channel. He says, "Hi, how's it going, everybody? Thank you so much, Matt, for stopping by." Cha-Ching says, "What? Luby's is a Texas institution. The cookbook is really See."
Okay, I'll watch for that. I had no idea what that was. See, you got to learn.
Luby's.
Never heard of it.
All right, so let's move on. Overrated, underrated, number 6.
Number 6, long walks on the beach.
Underrated.
My favorite.
Underrated. That you could do that every day and it'd still be underrated. That's wonderful. I love them.
Are you a beach person, Kristin?
I'm a beach, desert, mountains, lake, I love
any outdoor activities.
Love it. Yep.
Okay. Nice.
If I could walk around the lake, paddle across the lake, the beach.
Dustin lives like what? 5-minute walk from the lake, Dustin? Both of us.
Yep.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Not a lot of water in Colorado close to
it. Doesn't smell too great, but it's
it's a kind of a nasty lake, but but swim at your own risk.
The beach is good.
They got a fake beach too, close to us. The Loch 3.
Loch 3. Oh yeah, that's like a boat access, and they put like sand in there so people get in there and swim around and stuff.
I think it's the beach.
Yeah, it's a little it's a little questionable for sure. We have Bolo Buddies jumping on. Good to see you. Great video.
Great video today.
We had to stop watching it because we got to jump on here. But thank you so much for asking us to wish Carissa happy birthday.
To be included in that collection of people was amazing.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Super cool. Thank you so much for that, Courtney. So let's move on. Overrated, underrated, number 7, Poshmark. Do you sell on Poshmark, Kristin? I
have a Poshmark. I don't sell very much on Poshmark. I'm a list it and leave it kind of a girl. So it's I don't think that Poshmark is underrated, but I do think that sharing your closet all the time is overrated. Can I do that? Can I make it half and half? Because I don't like the...
It sounds like you're leaning more towards the overrated side.
I don't sell a whole lot on there, but I don't try very hard. So that's my own fault.
Okay.
Which, but I know a lot of people that do really, really well on there. I just don't put the effort into it that they do.
So for the effort that Kristin, a rural squirrel, puts in to Poshmark, what is the sell-through rate for what you do? Like on there, are you cross-listing? Are you just listing certain items just for that platform?
I just did get List Perfectly, and I used somebody's like links that I could get the discount, and I've done a handful of sales on there lately. Not enough for me to be like, yeah, I need to push harder, but I haven't tried very hard, so it's my super big fault.
Okay. Nice. We have Gino Fines jumping on. Good to see you, Gino.
Gino.
Mikey says, well said, I think. So I see what you're saying. I completely understand. And Bolo Buddy says, I am so a list it and leave it girl also. So yeah. Elizabeth says, I have done super well on Posh. Love the community.
Yeah.
Does she sell a lot on Posh?
Yes, she does really well. I mean, she... Yes, does really well on there. If she puts something on, bam, it sells. She's got great stuff too. So
nice. Okay, nice.
She stays on top of it too.
Yeah. Matt saying, I list on Poshmark and forgot it. LOL. Not sharing closet here. I do pretty well with it. Okay. So maybe it's just I think maybe it's the items that people put on there.
Well, so I did the cross listing. I had it on for about a week. Then I put it on vacation mode, and then I haven't relisted anything. So I know that everything's probably a little stagnant, and I just need to like work harder on it. So it's probably underrated. I probably could do really well with it because I got a lot of clothes. I just haven't.
Nice. We have Ellie and Michelle, Inspiring Flipper, says, howdy, y'all. Happy Sunday. Good to see you.
You do.
Yeah, and we have Katie jumping on. Good to see you, Katie.
That's my kid.
Oh, nice. We have all of them. All of them are on here.
The whole family.
Three.
Three. My other one is at work.
And your father.
My dad. And I saw my mother-in-law in there too.
I love it.
My mom, my mother-in-law. I think my aunts are in there too. Yeah.
Nice.
Any cousins yet?
No.
No, not yet. Hey, there's still time, Dustin. There's still time. All right.
Early.
Next one up. Overrated, underrated, number 8.
Number 8. I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to say it. Overrated, underrated, fiddle leaf figs.
Oh, fiddle leaf figs? Those are overrated.
Okay. It's a plant, Dustin. It's really like it's a tree, isn't it, technically?
Yeah. It's a little bitty short tree that usually you stick in the corner of a room in your house. They're
overrated.
Yeah.
Are you a plant person?
Yeah, I have some plants. I'm getting better about plants, but I don't have a fiddle leaf fig.
Okay.
They usually, the ones that I see are the big plastic ones, and they're covered in cobwebs and dust, and I don't like that.
Now I know Sean. My grandmother had one.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
That's hilarious.
The cobweb.
I like real plants, but I don't like a big fake plant.
I'll send you a picture of my fiddle leaf fig after we get on here.
I bet it looks good.
She's my girl.
Does it have cobwebs?
No, she's amazing.
Duster.
Is it real or is it fake?
Oh, it's real.
Oh, well, then those are okay. But the fake ones,
Yeah. Who wants a fake plant?
Well, I mean, sometimes they're nice for the greenery if you don't want to take care of it. But
That's true. We have Ida Resell says, happy to catch your live, folks, from another Tennessee reseller. Hello. That's awesome. And we have Ordy jumping on. What's up, Ordy? Good to see you. All right. So next
Idea Resell. Where is she from in Tennessee?
Yes.
I'm curious.
Let us know. East, West, Middle Tennessee. Let us know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Overrated, underrated number 9.
Yeah.
Thermal printers.
Oh, they're so underrated, and I want one so bad. I don't have one.
Well, we reached out to our friends at IDPRT, and we are sending you a free thermal printer.
That's so cool. So cool.
We emailed them. We said, I need my girl, Kristin, the Rule Squirrel, to finally get her thermal printer. So this is your thermal printer, Kristin. And the good people at Rollo also sent us some labels.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is awesome. I feel like I'm on Ellen. What?
So this thermal printer is yours. We'll get it in the mail tomorrow.
What?
So
That's
you have
so great.
a thermal printer so you can ship all your stuff.
That's so great. I can't believe it. Thank you.
Shout out to IDPRT for providing us with that. So.
You work with them, don't you?
It's my favorite printer.
Yes, Dustin has the same printer.
I use it every day.
Every day.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm buzzing. Thank you so much.
So now you don't have to worry about getting one.
Yeah, I had it in my cart today. I was like, I just need to just do it.
Well, hey, now you don't have to do it. And you got some labels.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they last forever. I'm still on the same roll, not even halfway through.
Thank you so much, you guys.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're glad to do that.
Oh, that's
so overrated, underrated printer. Thermal printer.
Totally underrated.
A printer for you, a printer for you. So thermal printers.
Next week we're giving away a car. Oh, that's next week.
Hey, maybe one day, Dustin. I'm putting this out. I'm putting this out here, Dustin. I'm putting it out there. If we ever become huge people on here, guarantee we will give away a car.
That's so cool. You and Drew Carey, go do
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So I was thinking the same thing. Thermal all the way.
Thermal all the way. That's so cool.
Yeah. So I was hoping that you didn't have one so we can send you one.
Well, I was trying so hard to win the ones that you had.
I know.
I was like, oh, sorry.
I know.
I was still happy for the people that did win, but
yes.
I want everybody to win.
Yeah. Nice. Bliss says, can I be your guest next week? Hey, not next week, but you can definitely be our guest in the near future. Yeah. So for sure, we'll
in his contact. He has the coolest shipping setup. Very nice.
I need a shipping setup.
Chris, do I get a thermal printer if I got on here? You maybe, Chris, maybe you have a thermal printer. You have a thermal printer.
I've been waiting 25 years for a thermal printer. I am so excited.
Oh. So I know, Kristin, I'm surprised you don't already have one. So what are you doing? You writing the stuff down? Are you printing it all?
Print it out and then cut the sheets and then tape the sheets down on the thing. And
girl,
that was my way.
You don't have to.
For a while.
I know.
I was handwriting the stuff on the
package. Well, I have done that before.
You were handwriting it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you get in trouble because you don't get the tracking information in there.
I would go to the post office and get tracking stickers.
Yeah. Oh.
And I would just scan the tracking sticker on my eBay app on my phone. Oh. And so that would upload the tracking.
Back when I was handwriting it on there, I would have to go in and type each thing in there because they didn't give you a scanning sticker.
Oh man.
You know, when it was dial up.
Dial up. AOL.
Yeah. We're definitely going to go into your many years of reselling here in a moment. So last one up, Kristin, number 10, overrated, underrated.
Fajitas.
Oh, underrated. And if you haven't had Mr. Squirrel's fajitas,
ooh,
He is a fabulous cook. I'm very lucky. I do dishes, he cooks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he makes really good fajitas.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Are they coming in all sizzly like they do at the Mexican restaurant?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The sizzle, the pop.
Yeah, and he takes the tortilla things and puts them on the stove real quick and makes them warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows how to do it right.
Nice. Hey, I love it. I love it.
I'm lucky. He's a
yeah, that's great. All right. So that concludes our segment of the show, Overrated, Underrated. Thank you so much, Kristin, for playing. And so again, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to Kristin's YouTube channel, follow her on YouTube, follow her on Instagram. All of her links are down in the description below. What else do you have on there? You have your 20% off eBliss code. What else do you have that people can follow you, Kristin?
So I just have my social media, which is Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I have a Twitter, I think, but it's not linked. And then on my link tree, you can buy me a coffee and do all the normal things that you have on the link tree, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Squirrel is a terrific cook.
Yep.
I love it. What's the best thing that Mr. Squirrel cooks for Mrs. Squirrel?
Oh my gosh, I can't. He has just tonight he made bread and it was so good. So this is his new thing. He's been watching all the YouTube videos about how to make bread and which is the best way to do it. So he's up there practicing that, but he grills and he's super good at that. He makes these chicken wings that he dusts them and then grills them, and they're just a little bit spicy and they're so good. Those are my favorite. He makes chili that's really good. He makes salmon that's really good. Everything. He's just a good cook.
I love
That's my sister-in-law.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, he is a good cook.
Now he's learning how to make bread. Is he like holding on to that bread starter? Does he keep it like somewhere?
We've talked about that one. No, today he just did like white bread, like sandwich bread. But we were talking about how you get the starter, and I think that's more of a sourdough. And we'll do that one next. I'm sure we'll do that one tomorrow. And he wants to do the one with the potatoes and
potato bread. My favorite.
Yeah, potato bread.
Nice.
And my mother-in-law, who is also in the chat, makes this rosemary bread that is so good. And her homemade cinnamon rolls, shut the front door. They're so good.
Homemade cinnamon rolls.
Oh, she's famous for her cinnamon rolls.
Dustin and I are coming over for Thanksgiving, FYI.
Okay.
So we'll bring the beef sticks.
Okay. That sounds good.
So, all right. So, Kristin, we have a new segment on the show. It's called D's Tip of the Week, where Dustin is going to give us his tip of the week. So, Dustin, please bless us with your tip of the week.
All right. This is for the people that don't like listing a lot or in bulk. And it's a method I kind of use. I kind of like to call it list, rinse, repeat, or sell as the rinse part. And that is, once you sell like 2 or 3 items, say today I sold 2 items, I'll just go back and list 2 items after I get those items ready to ship out. So kind of just listing as I get my sold items out the door.
Okay.
It kind of helps. It doesn't make it feel like a burden or a lot at one time. Instead of listing like 10 items here, another 5 here, all at one time. It's just easier for me.
That's a good tip. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Dustin, you're describing, once you're selling, you say you sell 2 items, you're packaging them up. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and list 2 or 3 items
out of my debt pile. Get that debt pile out of the way. Tired of looking at it.
Good idea.
Kristin, what is your? I know that life gets in the way, things like that. But what is your listing process, if you will?
I do things batch. Do you guys do a whole bunch of pictures and then sit down and list them all, and then go back and do a bunch of pictures and then list them all? Is that? I do
sometimes.
Yeah, I've been doing that more often than I used to. But here's the thing: if I'm already taking pictures, I might as well list the item.
I get in kind of a groove, and I guess I kind of started to do that whenever I didn't have a ring light and I needed natural light. So I would take pictures all day long while the sun was out.
Oh, okay. That's smart. Yeah.
So then I just kind of got in the groove. So if I'm already doing flat lays, I've already got my measuring stick out, I've already got all the stuff out. I just take a whole bunch of pictures and then sit down at night and watch YouTube and list.
That's smart. I know that, like I was saying, that's something that I'm implementing into, because before, here in my office, I would have to take all the stuff from my garage, come into my office and list it. But now, Dustin, I haven't told you this. I have created a full listing station in my garage. So now the items and the listing station are all in one place. So I can either take pictures all at once and then go throughout my day and list it there if I'm feeling a little froggy. But that's a good idea, Dustin. Yeah. So, well, guys, there you have it. That is Dustin's tip of the week, presented to you by none other than our friends over at stickerwise.com. If you guys want some stickers, go to stickerwise.com. They probably have the best prices for stickers at the moment. And if you use the code flippers, you're going to receive another 15% off. So stickerwise.com, and these are our stickers that they provided us. So nice. Kristin, we're gonna put these in with the package, so you'll have that for sure. So again, guys, if you want to have some stickers for your YouTube channel or something that you like to put on your packages, go over to stickerwise.com and use the code flippers, and you'll receive 15% off. All right. So Kristin, here's our favorite segment on the show. Everyone's favorite segment, skip or flip. We're going to show you 3 items with no contacts but pictures that have been listed and sold on eBay. And you're going to let us know if Kristin, a rural squirrel, sees this at the thrift store, at the Goodwill bins, at the yard sale. Would you skip or would you flip?
Okay, let's see.
All right. First one up. And Dustin is also not aware of these items. So Dustin can also play, and everyone in the chat can also participate. So we have Phoenix. What's that?
Or am I aware? You'll never know.
No, you're not aware. So Phoenix Flippers just jumped on. Good to see you, Phoenix Flippers. All right. So first one up, Kristin. We have this pair of shoes.
I knew you were going to ask me about shoes. Okay.
So we have this pair of shoes. It's a side angle. It looks like there's a French flag on the midsole, and it says Montclair written.
Oh, Montclair. Okay.
Montclair. Okay.
Yeah.
So Hoka Montclair.
Oh, giveaway.
Yeah, totally gonna flip.
Yep. I already know about the brand.
Before you even said Hoka, I was like, yep, gonna flip Montclair.
Mm-hmm. What is Montclair?
Well, they're known for their coats, as far as I know, but they're a French brand.
Okay.
Fancy, swanky French brand.
So they're known for their coat. Like they sell a lot of coats.
Yeah, I think they are kind of known. Goose down, big, puffy, beautiful coats.
Interesting. I wonder why they did this shoe with Hoka.
I don't know, but I love a collaboration.
So do you think that anything that is a collaboration, something that is worth at least looking up, second thought, if it's something X, a Rural Squirrel with the collaboration, Nashville Flippers, look it up, or, of course you're looking that up.
Collaboration. This is an awesome collaboration. But I do think that it is neat that to collaborate with somebody just means that you respect someone else. And I think that's awesome whenever, in any industry, if you can collaborate with somebody and share ideas and get stronger and smarter and better, then we should.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice.
I'm about it.
Kristin, what would you feel comfortable paying for this sneaker?
Oh, at the bins?
Or just in general, like if you saw it at the Goodwill and it's in the case, in the showcase, what would be a good price? Like, would you pay $50, $100?
I'd pay $50 for it, but I've been going to the bins for so long that I'm such a cheapskate that it is hard for me to pay $20 for stuff. So these I would pay 40 or 50 for.
Okay. What about you, Dustin? What would you feel comfortable purchasing these shoes for?
I was thinking 30 to 50.
30
I think
to 50?
they'll go for over 200, maybe.
You think they're going for over $200?
Hoka's already expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, with that being a collab, I'm thinking 200, 250. Could be more. Who knows?
Okay. Kristin, what do you think these are going for? If you were to take a guess.
They look like they're in pretty good condition. They've got the box with them. I would say 250, maybe more.
Okay.
I wish there was more pictures of the shoes instead of just 4 pictures, but
I know, right?
So
guys, quick tip: eBay gives you 12 pictures, and now
hey, don't tell them. That's my tip next week.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to like blow up that right there, thinking that maybe do they already have a price on that part?
No, there's no price on that.
No, there's not.
Okay. All right. So, Kristin.
Yeah.
This shoe sold for $800.
Yes, that's so great. Wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I know, right? And they sold multiples of these when I looked at it. This is size 13. So, like you said, Kristin, so Montclair, you said it's a bougie brand. Could you compare it to any other brand that's kind of in the same? Because I've never heard of the brand.
Oh, yeah. Well,
what is that? A Canadian Goose?
Yeah, Canada Goose.
Canada Goose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Their coats are really similar.
Okay. Nice.
$800.
$800.
Yeah,
so.
But
I would not want to run to those. I just kind of put them.
Oh no, you're not running in those.
No, those would be the ones that you'd wear like Yeezys or something. You'd wear them one out,
like some Balenciagas or something. Like
I did see a guy. Okay, while we're talking about that, there was a guy that was hiking in Boulder County, going up a mountain, and he had Balenciaga tennis shoes on.
Those real thick sole ones.
Right.
Or the ones that look like the socks?
Yeah, the sock that goes up. And so we kind of had a quick conversation because he's going up the mountain. I said, do you have water? And he's with this, like his mom. And that's what people ask when you're around here because he didn't have anything with him. I'm like, do you have any water? And he's, no, we're fine. And he says, I think we're going to be okay. I got tennis shoes on. And I'm like, okay. And I kept walking. We saw him on the way back. And I said, you guys didn't get very far. And he said, no, my mom doesn't have these great, she had on sandals or something. And I said, yeah, you look like you've got some good shoes on to be, hiking. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, tackle him and take those shoes. Those are worth a lot of money.
Tackle him.
I'll trade you for my Nalgene of water.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. So Chris, I know, right? Yeah. I hate those real thick sole ones.
Oh, yeah.
So,
he was probably some rock star that I have no idea who he was.
Right. Yeah. Maybe he was Mariah Carey's like ex-husband or something like that.
Yeah, he wasn't Nick Cannon. I knew who. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of that guy.
All right, next one up, flip or skip, Kristin. We have this rodent.
Tory Burch. Is it an ornament or it's a handbag flip. I'm flipping it.
It's so interesting.
Look at the little cheese.
How much it goes for.
The little cheese in its pocket.
Yeah,
so what do we think? What is your thought process here, Kristin?
I can't get close enough to the screen.
I can't read. It says, thank you. We hope you found exactly what you were here to look for. So it is it says Tory Burch. Can you tell us a little bit about that brand? I know a little bit about Tory Burch. I'm a man. So I don't know a lot about it, but that's one of the brands that I look for when I'm looking through the women's sandals at the Goodwill.
Yeah, definitely. They make sandals and handbags and clothes. And she does do different, I've seen her do like cows and pigs and stuff like that are different purses. But that emblem, that symbol is a giveaway. And if it looks like it's got the box with it, I mean, and it looks like it's in pretty good condition. What do the sneaker guys call it? Crispy?
Crispy.
Looks like it's pretty crispy.
Now, would Kristin the Real Squirrel be caught with a mouse handbag like this?
I generally wear a backpack, so I probably wouldn't carry it, although I'm not opposed to it. It's cute. It just it's not my
for you.
Yeah.
It's not for you. Okay. Now, what would you feel comfortable paying for this?
I would buy it at the bins. I do all my sourcing at the bins almost. So I would probably pay 30.
30. Okay.
30 max.
What about you, D-Man?
I was thinking 20-ish, 25.
Okay. Okay, nice. How much do you think it's going for, Kristin?
I think it's going to go for, I wish I knew what like size it was. Go back to that other picture that let's see how big he is. She.
He's got a cute little coat on.
I would say 150 to 2.
150 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Dustin?
Probably right around there.
Okay.
Probably a little over 2.
A little over 2. All right. So this mouse handbag made by Tory Burch sold for $475.
Well, I guess I was going to leave a little meat on the bone for the next guy.
That's nice. Rachel's saying he's got his little own purse too. So
he's wearing a St. John jacket.
Yeah. So they've sold 2 of these.
Oh wow.
Dang.
So Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So there you go. If you see anything, that just kind of caught my eye, the whole mouse purse.
Yeah.
You know?
She does have some cute little animal purses that
do you have really good luck finding Tory Burch at the bins?
I found Tory Burch at the bins. Yeah. One of the first times that I was at a bins in Denver, I'd seen that emblem, but that wasn't something that I wore a lot of or wanted to wear or, it wasn't something I shopped for. So I saw the emblem on a pair of shoes and I was like, I think this is a good thing. This has probably been 8 or 9 years ago. Popped him up on eBay as an auction and sold for like $87. And I thought, what? I got to go back and get more.
Yeah.
That's kind of what hooked me was a pair of wedge sandals.
Nice. Okay. Adam saying someone has too much money. Adam, you'll be surprised what people bought. Again, today I went to a Funko Pop meetup, and the pops, the money of some of them were crazy. I'm a wrestling fan, so I purchased the Rock Funko Pop and the Stone Cold Steve Austin one.
Oh.
And I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for them. They're not.
Whenever somebody has something that they're into and that they collect, they'll drop a lot of money for it. I mean, Beanie Babies back in the day. When we had a shop, we were selling Beanie Babies and people were paying $1,400 for. Wow.
I bet they regret that now, right?
Well, I was glad to sell it, so
you got
I was
that right.
It back then.
Tracy Cakes and her flipping side says, "Hey y'all, good to see you." I love that name.
Yeah,
Tracy Cakes. We have Rachel's also saying Coach does the Year of the Animal too. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
What is it right now? Is it
tiger?
Tiger?
Is it a raccoon?
I think you're right.
No, not a raccoon.
Raccoon. Is that a one? Is raccoon one of them?
I don't know.
There is a squirrel one, isn't there?
I don't think so. Not this year.
Not this year for sure, but I think there might be a squirrel.
Yeah.
Adam says, don't your wife maybe watching? Oh, she knows.
Oh.
Yeah. So, all right. So next one up, Skipper Flip. Kristin, we have here.
I knew you were going to ask me one of these. Oh.
It's a Pokemon official strategy guide.
Okay.
Covers both red and blue versions. This is what the back looks like.
It's a book?
It's a strategy guide. Yes, it's a book.
A
strategy guide is a book that comes out with like a video game that you can purchase separately that kind of tells you a little bit more about the game, kind of helps you beat it and all that good stuff. So
yeah.
This would be something that you would probably find at the bins.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I've probably seen things like this at the bins.
Okay. Strategy. Okay. So, what would you do, Kristin?
I want to see what the chat says.
Okay. We'll see.
Because I don't know anything about it, I probably would skip it because I don't know anything about it. I would probably scan it just to see. And I know a couple guys that do things like this, so I would probably take it to them. I would probably skip it.
Okay. Maria's saying skip. Mikey's saying, I'm pretty sure this is the year of the squirrel.
Yes. This squirrel.
Oh, hey. Elizabeth is saying skip.
She was into Pokemon. She had some Pokemon cards when she was.
Okay. Phoenix Flippers is saying, I would skip if it was the game for sure. Okay. So he's saying he would pick it up if it was the game, but not if it was the book. Yeah, the year of the rule squirrel. Love it. Random chick picker saying it's at least the night of the squirrel.
Yeah.
Okay. Google Lens and the eBay app are your friends. I have no idea. And Alan is saying skip unless it's real cheap. Something like this would probably be real cheap.
At the bins, it would be 25 cents at my normal bin. Sometimes 50 cents for a book, but I just don't know.
Tracy has a good question. How much does it cost? So just, if you see it at a yard sale, $1, something like that, like, would you actually pick it up? But Dustin, are you skipping or are you flipping?
I'd pick it up for like $1 or something.
What if it's like $10?
No.
Okay. All right. Rachel's saying skip. So the whole chat, they're saying we're not picking this book up. It looks like trash. If it's in the bin, of course, if it's a quarter or $1, anything that's a quarter of $1, it's worth picking up for sure.
Probably.
So, Kristin, you're saying skip.
I'm saying skip.
So how much do you think this is actually reselling for?
I'm going to say between $3.99 and $6.99.
Okay. What about you, Dustin?
I think it's a little more, but
like what? What do we?
I was thinking around maybe 30.
30?
Okay. I've sold game manuals and stuff like that before. So, and this is Pokemon. It's Pokemon, so
Random
30
chick
to, I think it's 30 to 40.
All right. So, okay. All right, guys. So this book, Strategy Guide Pokemon, covers red and blue, sold for $152
It did not
at auction.
Oh my gosh. What?
I'm the only one that flipped. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I would have picked it up and handed it over to a friend of mine and been like, here, don't you collect these? Aren't you into this? Don't you flip these? I don't know.
What do you think about that, Kristin?
All of us were like, nah, skip it. I don't know. I would have scanned it while I was there. But mind blown.
It is the one from 1999, so that does help. And I'll show you some other Pokemon strategy guides. This one sold for $132, $90, $102, $25, $41, $176, $36, $75, $53, $94, $85.
I figured that because the other ones were ones, if you're going to do 3, skip or flip, right? One of them has to be a skip. So then I was like, nah. This is the one.
There's no rules and skip or flip.
No.
Next week's going to be all skips.
Hey. You never know.
Well, now I'm going to be watching for that. Shoot. And I do look for that stuff because I watch what you guys pick up and, other people that do. Oof. Well, how about that? It's not a cookbook, is it, Rachel?
That's funny. Well, video game strategy guides in general, if it's a well-known video game that's an older one that people collect, definitely worth picking up. If you're looking at like Resident Evil or Pokemon, Zelda, Mario,
Frogger.
Not Frogger.
That's what I played. We had an Atari.
Okay. But people collect, this whole room right here. All crap,
Amazing.
So all right. So thank you so much for playing. Rachel. I'm still thinking of what you said. Name too. I was like, Kristin, skip or flip. So how do you think you did?
Well, the first 2 were great. Those were, up my alley. Thanks for those.
I threw a little wrench in there.
I knew you were going to. I thought we were going to talk about. I knew you were going to put up a basket.
No, I know you know about baskets.
Yeah, but I thought that's. you were going to throw me in something like a sneaker or a hat or a video game or a Funko Pop, something, I knew that there was going to be a clinker in there.
Okay. Speaking of baskets, if we're on the subject of baskets, could you name any brands of baskets to look for? Like, because I passed, Dustin and I,
There's so many
don't
baskets.
even go past the basket aisle.
Yeah.
Like, why is there even a basket aisle? A whole aisle?
There's a whole aisle. Yeah.
Whole aisle just for baskets.
So there are some brands, but a lot of them are unbranded. And Longaberger used to be like the thing, but they're not. So they don't sell for much. Some of them do, but you gotta know what year it was and what series it was and what season it was. So Longabergers don't always go for a lot. A lot of times the thrift stores have them priced up like a whole bunch too, because 20 years ago they were worth a lot of money, but they're not now. Usually if I pick one up, it's Native right now. They're super popular and they sell for a lot of money. If you can authenticate it and know that it is by the Navajo tribe or the Hopi tribe or whatever, then you really have something. But usually I just do a Native one.
Okay, nice. Paul's asking if he's missed Dee's tip of the week.
Yeah.
You did.
Sorry, Paul.
Yeah.
Go back and rewind after the live.
So there you go, Paul. Thank you so much. And guys, if you want to watch, Paul was on with us last week. So if you want to watch, go back and listen to that.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So Kristin.
Yeah.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty here.
Okay.
We're done to all of our games, all of our, questionnaires and stuff. So let's get to know Kristin and Real Squirrel just a little deeper.
Okay.
And Kristin, now you say you were sending money orders through the mail when you first started reselling on eBay.
People were sending me the money order. That's what I had to wait for them to send me the money order so that I could, when I sold something, so that I could send it back out to them.
So could you tell us, and you spoke on your father, he's a picker. Like, is this where you got it from? Your father, like what items does he pick? How did you get into reselling? Like, it's been long. You're probably the second person that I know that have been selling the longest on eBay.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, my dad, he was a builder all our lives. So he was flipping houses.
Mm-hmm.
He would build them and flip them. But then, he as he's tried to retire, he's picking up appliances and golf carts and lawnmowers. And he does like man stuff. And what's available he lives, in Florida and Illinois. And so he's always picking stuff up and tinkering and fixing things and selling stuff. So I kind of think that his side of the family was that kind of a flipper kind of a person. My grandma had a store and my aunt has always been super bargain hunter shopperish. And I think that's super cool. And I love heirlooms and they were always, it was cool to be an antiquer back then. It wasn't a flipper. It was an antiquer. So we would, go to the antique shops and do stuff like that. And I learned a lot from them and watching them go to flea markets and Third Sunday and stuff like that.
So Kristin, a little squirrel, hanging around her father, her aunts, learning from the experts, if you will.
Yeah, the OGs. I remember going to auctions when I was, I don't know, 8 or 9 or 10, maybe, hanging out with them, and they would buy stuff to like decorate the house, not necessarily to flip it, but they always had a good yard sale whenever they were, switching stuff out. So,
Okay, nice. Brittany Solorio, that's my wife. She says, hi, Kristin.
Hey.
Good to see you. She's actually in the next room over there. So she's watching in the next room. So,
that's cool.
Kristin, so how did that transition into you becoming a picker, you becoming a reseller, getting on that eBay app for the first time, picking your first item to resell? And you said you had a store that sold Beanie Babies. Could you touch a little bit on that? Like what was that about?
So how it's like an antique mall I had the mall, only it wasn't antiques, it was crafts. And like artisans would come in and rent space from me. And some of them sold Beanie Babies sometimes. So we would have people that would come drive down from Chicago to pick up Beanie Babies from us, and we'd sell them at regular price. And then they started getting pricey, and it just got nuts. People would like come over the counter at you. I know you've got them back there. You're hiding them from us. So
whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I got some they can buy.
Yeah.
Dustin.
Right. It was super crazy. But this was in like, the 2000s, late 90s, 2000s. It was fun, but I just rented the space to the people that sold the Beanie Babies.
Okay.
Had
Nice.
with them. Mm-hmm.
And what made you like want to even purchase that space and be able to rent it out? Like, how did that come about?
So I had a space at a place like that. I'm artsy and crafty and stuff like that. And it was fun. But, when you look at the bigger picture, my family did some property management. So it just seemed like a natural progression to be able to, that's where the money was. You weren't making money whenever you were selling stuff in your little space and hoping that you made booth rent that month. So I wanted to rent the booth to you so that I could, make the money. And then when the kids came around, I just sold the business and, did the mom thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Now, I know that, I see these people, a lot of the resellers, they have these antique booths.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I can't comprehend someone paying for space somewhere and selling this items where you can just easily list it online. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, but some
doesn't make
people
any
have
sense
storage
to me.
units. I'd rather have it in a booth than to have it in a storage unit.
Yeah. Oh,
At
for
least
sure. Facts.
At least somebody's going to see it and possibly buy it.
Okay. Nice. Everyone's talking about Beanie Babies. Random guys, in our recent video, we have a friend that we just met, and he sold a Beanie Baby for $70. Do you remember him telling us that, Dustin?
Wow. I do. Hey, that's the one I telling you about. I ran to Goodwill a couple weeks ago. When we bought those locks. He was there.
Oh,
yeah, he was there with me. But yeah, I mean that's crazy.
So I guess some Beanie Babies are just not built equal. So Paul saying just sold a Beanie Baby to Italy. Poor lady spent more on shipping than the actual beanie. So the early 2000s, remember Beanie Babies and renaming French fries Freedom Fries. The 2000s were a weird thing. Brittany says, Kristin, do you remember Webkins? LOL, did you ever sell any of those?
I bought some, but for my kids, but I never sold any of those. I did see where there are some that are, some of them are going for good money now.
Interesting.
Like if the code hasn't been used, then they're going for decent money. Nice. No, I knew that I've seen the Webkins, but I've never flipped any.
Okay. Elizabeth says her store had shopping carts from old Ben Franklin stores. My sister and I would load up our baby sister in the carts and window shop all day on Saturdays while mom worked. That's fun. Yeah. Oh man, I bet those were some great memories.
That's what we had to do. So
yeah,
it was fun, but it was a lot of work. Having a brick and mortar is a lot of work.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah. So Kristin, how did that transition from you having your rental space, if you will, to finally selling things on your own onto an online platform?
So we lived down in the country, and it was nice to be able to put some things online. If we would have yard sales, but you couldn't sell like a Longaberger at the time was a lot of money. And so my husband had an account. So we kind of shared an account for a little while. So his first account was in 97 and he was buying stuff. So I was like, well, I'll just put up my baskets on eBay and see what happens. So eBay what my first sale was a Longaberger basket. And then we were selling like Stampin' Up! Rubber stamps and doing it on dial-up, and we didn't always put a picture on because a picture cost more money to list it. So we didn't do that. And when my basket sold, I waited for her to send me a money order so that I could ship it back out to her. We didn't have PayPal. PayPal was not a thing.
No. So I know that
process take back then, like
2
weeks.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And you just had to say, yep, shipped it. There was no proof. There was nothing. It was just, I shipped it. So,
wow.
I mean, I shipped my stuff, but I mean,
that's wild.
I didn't know of like a community of sellers to say, hey, watch out for that scam. Watch out for these people.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything like that, but internet was, it was dial-up. It wasn't like we had chats probably on MySpace, but I didn't know. We were all
chat rooms and
all on our own little island out there. So
that's awesome. Wow, that's crazy. I just remember me trying to download like a game on the computer, and my mother would pick up the phone. It's like, Mom, I have to wait another 20 hours for this game to download,
Yeah. Well, if I was in the middle of listing something and somebody called us on the phone, then it would kick you out. So I'd have to start the listing all over. I mean, it didn't save drafts. There was no such thing as a draft. You just started all over. Ugh.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But everything was like that. So you didn't question it, or you didn't think about it, or didn't get frustrated. You get frustrated, but you didn't. Yeah. It was what it was.
Oh, that 56K modem sound.
Yeah.
I can hear it in my nightmares.
Yeah. Don't
make that my ringtone. Make that my ringtone.
The ringtone? Yeah. Dustin's phone rings. All you hear is So Kristin, so a lot of people, one of the big complaints about eBay is the changes, people are so, angry about certain directions and things that people, companies go through, and changes. Why are they doing it this way now? The big uproar from PayPal to manage payments.
Yeah.
What was the changes like for you from sending money orders to, I guess, PayPal after that? And then from there
required to do PayPal. Yeah.
So how did that go? Like, where did you ever get into a community of resellers and kind of
I'm in one.
Well, besides, what we are here.
Yeah, no. I think that's if there was a community, I didn't know where they were. I had my family, my aunt's been on here forever. My dad's been doing it. So my mom can't stand it when we all get together. She's like, can we talk about something other than eBay?
It's literally both our like our other brother-in-law Tim does it too. Like, we've gotten everyone that we know.
Y'all shut up.
So when we go out to dinner, our wives are like, can we please
anything else?
Yeah. It's like, I don't care what you picked up. I don't care how much it goes for. Yeah. Quit looking at people's shoes. Quit looking at their clothes.
I do that too. I do that too. Yeah. And I feel guilty for it because I'm not being all judgy. I'm just like, I could sell those for,
Yeah.
I don't mean to do it, but
it just comes with the territory. So we definitely know where that comes, where we can relate to that for sure.
Yeah.
But
I didn't have a community. It was just, anybody that would talk to me about it and listen to me about it, we would do that. But the kids were growing up, and I was coaching volleyball, and there was all kinds of other things for us to talk about. So it felt like, and I think that some people still do this, it isn't always something that you necessarily talked about. It wasn't like, you sell garbage on eBay. I think it's kind of gotten away from that. It's like a good thing. There's a good connotation to it now, but for a while it was like, I was a closet reseller. You didn't talk about it a whole lot. You just put your nose down and get your work done. If you wanted to sell something, you just had to go do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's great. So Can you remember? Let's talk about changes a little bit more here, Kristin. Can you remember in your mind that thought process of transitioning from money order to PayPal, then PayPal for managed payments?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I think PayPal was a better thing because it was quicker and it was a little more secure. And the bad part was that you had to have PayPal to buy something on there. Now, well, not now, but for a minute, everybody had PayPal. And it was fine. It worked out. But then I know that a lot of people were like really grumbling about the managed payments. And it was kind of one of those things where you like drag your feet, you have to do it. The change is going to be challenging, but change is not bad. Usually if it's happening, it's for a reason. And I'm not opposed to the managed payments. It's been fine. I think that way there's been a lot more people available to buy things from the platform, like that didn't necessarily want to have a PayPal. Use your credit card, use your Apple Pay, use, whatever form of payment you want. Good enough. Money's money. I'll take it.
Okay. I love it. And what would you say about people that are reluctant to change?
Yeah. Get over it.
Get over it. There you go, guys.
You just got to roll with it. Everything is changing all the time. In order to get better, you got to change a little.
Okay, nice. And now, would you say, Kristin, that your volleyball skills have changed from when you were younger to where you are now?
What? That's an old picture. Yeah.
What would you flip in this picture?
Those shoes.
The shoes?
Those Mizunos would be fun. Probably, I would bet the uniform is vintage now too. So
okay. Now, was this like an action shot? Was someone like?
Those are my senior pictures.
Okay. I love it. You talked about volleyball, and every time we have a guest on the show, I make sure to do a deep dive into our guests. So I had to pull that out of the archives.
Man.
So I hope you like that, Kristin.
Thank
you. All right. So, Kristin, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, and thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. So, for someone, Kristin, that we're getting down to the last thing here. Words of encouragement, tips, anything that you may give the knowledge of some that a rural squirrel can bless us with as resellers. What are some good tips for a experienced reseller, for a rookie reseller that may be reluctant to change, if you will, or they're struggling to make money or keeping up with the Joneses? People are putting up their 90-day totals on social media.
I think that everybody just needs to do what's best for them. Not everybody's reselling journey is the same, but whatever it is that you're doing, just look it up. Because, even though I've been doing it a long time, that doesn't mean that I'm obviously finding stuff I don't know anything about, like Pokemon books. You got to look it up. I just think that's the only advice that all of us need. Just look it up. And don't discount what you already know too. Just do what you know, do what you like, and have fun with it. And encourage other people. Okay. I think that we're all just trying to get ahead. There's enough stuff out there for everybody. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to have fun with it. I just want everybody to, I just think it's so much fun, and everybody's so nice, and I just think it's great. We just had so many friends doing this, and it's fun. And if you guys want to talk about eBay over dinner sometime, that's fine. I'll talk about it with you.
That's great. That's great. But Kristin, what about something like personal that you can bless us with, that you're like something that you've, that you wish you could tell, that you're telling your daughters, you're telling your grandchildren? It's like, words of wisdom.
Man, you're putting me on the spot. My mother-in-law says that it is nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. I guess
Wow.
that's the only thing I can.
I love that.
And I hope that my kids have heard that before too, and I hope that that's something that they take away.
I love that.
Nice.
It is nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
More important to be nice.
That works at yard sales.
Hey,
yeah,
Dustin, bringing it back.
Yard sales. It works at the bins. It works at school. It works at regular work. It just works in daily life. Just be nice.
There you go. Karma.
Elizabeth is saying #reseller diaper challenge. Could you tell us a little bit about that? I've seen diaper pictures on your Instagram, but I didn't really get like deep down in there. Could you touch on that a little bit?
Good one, Liz. Okay, so I see diapers at the thrift at the bins all the time. And I just think that we can give back by just picking them up and then donating them to a women's shelter or a kids organization that you work with or something. Just get them to people that can use them, because there's somebody somewhere that just wishes that they could just get some diapers for their kids. And you know that, I mean, they are so expensive. And that's a necessity. They need those things. There's no reason for those things to be in the bins on their way to the landfill before somebody's even had a chance to use them. So I kind of, when I picked some up one time, I just said #reseller diaper challenge, tag me in it, get it to somebody that can use those things. And if you have to buy them, they don't cost you that much at the bins. It's one thing that you can a small thing that you can do to make somebody a little less stressed about taking care of their kids. So
gosh, yeah.
Out there to somebody.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Judy says Kristin is so nice.
That's my mother-in-law.
I love it. And Rachel says, wow, yes. So I love that. I love that. Well, Kristin, it's been a pleasure, my friend.
I'm so grateful. Thank you for having me on so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming on. And guys, again, if you haven't already subscribed to Kristin's channel, her Instagram, make sure you do that. And
thank you.
So anything else you want to say to the people, Kristin?
Oh no, I'm just so absolutely flabbergasted that I get to do this, and I'm so grateful for everybody that's been so supportive. Like everybody, all my family that's in the chat, they don't miss a chat, and I can't believe it. And all the people that I've met, you and like Rachel and King, all these people that I feel like they're my friends now, and I think that's just so great. I'm just so grateful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, guys, that concludes another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling. My name is Ray.
My name's Dustin.
I'm Kristin.
I always forget to ask people. Anyway, well, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, everyone in the chat, and thank you for everyone listening at home. And we will catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all, and God bless.
Thank you.
Peace. Go Tar Heels.